Welcome to the Deep Dive, the show where we peel back the layers of what's currently buzzing in the cultural conversation, taking you on a journey past the headlines and into the deeper currents of relevance and impact.
Yeah, getting beyond just the surface level.
Exactly. Today, we're taking a magnifying glass to a name that consistently pops up in our feeds, someone whose journey in the public eye has been nothing short of a fascinating, often surprising, transformation. Karrueche Tran. You might know her face, perhaps you've seen her work, but have you ever really stopped to consider the intricate journey she's undertaken? How she's carved out a truly multifaceted career in an ever-evolving entertainment landscape? It's a story far richer than the initial headlines might suggest.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Karrueche Tran represents a truly compelling case study, I think, showcasing how public figures can not only navigate but actually leverage intense spotlight moments, demonstrate incredible resilience against preconceived notions, and strategically build a deeply impactful career in this hyper-connected digital age. Her narrative isn't just about fame, it's about a purposeful evolution, and it sets the stage perfectly for a truly insightful discussion about the complexities of modern celebrity.
That's precisely what we're after. Today, we're taking a comprehensive deep dive into Karrueche Tran's remarkable trajectory. We'll explore how she first entered the public consciousness, the astute and impressive pivot she made into acting.
A really key pivot.
Totally. Her significant, often pioneering impact on representation within media, and her enduring influence in the dynamic realms of fashion and beauty. We're going to pull back the curtain on all of it, exploring the hidden currents beneath her public persona.
And critically, as we connect all these dots, we'll truly unpack why she continues to trend so prominently, right now in 2025. Her sustained relevance isn't accidental. It tells us a great deal about the shifting sands of modern celebrity, the power of personal brand, and the evolving media landscapes that shape our perceptions and engagements with public figures. It's really a testament to a career built on intention.
So if we're tracing this fascinating journey, where exactly does Karrueche's story truly begin? What are the roots here?
Well, Karrueche's story starts in Los Angeles. She was born there on May 17, 1988, and this immediately situates her within a particular cultural context, right? Growing up in a city, there's not only a global entertainment hub, but also just this vibrant, diverse tapestry of cultures and influences.
Yeah, LA in the late 80s, early 90s, that's a whole vibe in itself.
Exactly. Think about the unique energy, a melting pot of evolving pop culture, music scenes, diverse communities. It's a place where unique stories are born, for sure. But what's truly foundational to her identity and, well, her later public impact is her incredibly unique background.
You mean her heritage, correct? Vietnamese and African-American, that blend.
Exactly. What really stands out here is that her unique background, her mother is Vietnamese and her father is African-American, isn't just a simple biographical detail. It's a profound, foundational element of her identity and, as we'll see, her later public impact and advocacy.
It really sets her apart immediately.
It does. When we look at the landscape of mainstream entertainment, it's still remarkably rare, even now, to see someone with a specific mixed heritage achieve such a high level of public visibility and sustained success.
Yeah, that's true.
Historically, Hollywood has often struggled, to accurately and authentically represent diverse identities, let alone the nuanced experiences of multiracial individuals. So for Karrueche to rise to such prominence, embodying this blend, it inherently presents a unique narrative, one that actively challenges the typical, often restrictive industry molds. It hints at the complex, often underrepresented tapestry of experiences that truly exist within our society. And for many people, I think her mere presence on screen offers a powerful sense of validation.
I can't help but pause and think, how many high-profile Vietnamese African-American actresses can you readily name, like off the top of your head?
Right.
For most people, that list is incredibly short, if it exists at all. So yeah, her presence itself becomes a statement.
Definitely.
But then, how did this very distinct origin, this unique personal background, lead to her initial, very public rise into the spotlight? Because it wasn't through traditional acting or music, was it?
No, it certainly wasn't. And here's where it gets, well, really intriguing and a bit of a departure from the usual path to fame we see. Her initial rise to prominence wasn't through a traditional artistic or professional breakthrough, like landing a major acting role or signing a record deal. Nothing like that.
Okay.
Instead, it was through a highly publicized romantic relationship with the recording artist Chris Brown. And that spanned from roughly 2011 to 2015.
Right, I remember that period.
Yeah. This period saw her under incredibly intense media scrutiny, practically becoming a constant fixture in the burgeoning gossip columns, and early social media buzz.
That initial spotlight, I imagine, must have been an absolute whirlwind, just completely overwhelming.
Oh, for sure.
To be thrust into the public eye in a way that had little to do with her own professional aspirations at the time, but solely based on a relationship, that sounds incredibly challenging.
It was, undeniably. And this raises a crucial question, really. How does one navigate and, perhaps more importantly, strategically leverage public attention that isn't initially tied to a specific professional skill or talent, but rather to association?
Yeah, how do you handle that?
In the early 2010s, celebrity-adjacent fame was a very different beast than maybe the influencer-driven fame we see today. Unlike creators who build a brand from scratch on their own terms, individuals like Karrueche were often defined solely by their connection to a more established star.
All right, you're just so-and-so's girlfriend.
Exactly. And that meant navigating not just the relentless gaze of paparazzi, but also the pre-social media era of insatiable gossip blogs, which often spun narratives without any direct input or control from the celebrity themselves. The media coverage, as our sources highlight, was heavy.
Heavy is putting it mildly, probably.
Yeah, meaning constant speculation, often harsh judgment, and just a consistent erosion of privacy. People who gain fame this way commonly face very difficult assumptions or stereotypes,
Like what?
like that they're merely riding on someone else's coattails, or that their identity is solely derivative of their partner, just there for the fame.
Okay, I see.
Karrueche, no doubt, would have faced these exact perceptions, battling against a public narrative that wasn't her own making. Yet paradoxically, this intense, albeit unsolicited initial fame built a foundational level of name recognition.
So there was an upside, kind of?
In a way, it gave her a platform, however controversial its origins might have been, from which she could eventually pivot and ultimately redefine her public persona entirely. It's a stark reminder that sometimes the most challenging beginnings can provide an unexpected groundwork for future growth.
It's a stark contrast, isn't it? To gain fame not through a talent showcase or a professional achievement, but through a relationship that's constantly under the public microscope.
Yeah, totally different paths.
That recognition, however, then became a springboard for something entirely different, defining herself through her own career.
Precisely. And that pivot, that intentional shift, is where her story truly becomes compelling, I think. It's the moment she began to author her own narrative.
So what does this all mean for Karrueche Tran's career trajectory? She didn't just fade away or remain confined to the celebrity gossip columns.
Which happens so often.
Right, which is often the fate of those who achieve fame primarily through association. Instead, she made a very deliberate and, I would argue, ultimately successful pivot into the demanding world of acting.
A huge leap.
Her role as Virginia Locke in TNT's Claws was her major breakthrough, wasn't it? And it ran for a significant period, from 2017 to 2022. This wasn't a fleeting guest appearance or a quick cameo. This was a multi-season commitment. That's serious.
You're absolutely right. This wasn't just a fleeting appearance. Virginia Locke in Claws was a substantial multi-season commitment that required significant dedication. It speaks volumes about her resolve, her talent, and, frankly, the entertainment industry beginning to truly see her as more than just a fleeting tabloid fixture. Think about the immense challenge and the necessary perception shift required for someone to move from being primarily a personality or someone famous for their relationships to a respected working actress.
It's a huge perception battle.
Totally. This transition often involves overcoming deep-seated skepticism from both the public and industry professionals. It takes incredible grit, discipline, training, likely quiet, focused work on her craft outside the public eye.
Right, the work people don't see.
Exactly. And an undeniable willingness to prove oneself in a new, highly competitive, and often skeptical environment.
And what about Claws itself? What kind of show was it, and how did it allow her to showcase her abilities? Because I remember it being quite distinctive.
Oh, yeah. Claws was an edgy, critically acclaimed dramedy. It was known for its sharp writing, dark humor, and this powerhouse ensemble of strong female characters.
Okay.
The show's themes were complex, exploring ambition, survival, sisterhood, all in this unconventional setting of a Florida nail salon involved in organized crime.
So not exactly light fare.
Not at all. And the character of Virginia Locke, in particular, was far from one-dimensional. She evolved significantly over the series. She started as this somewhat naive, almost caricatured figure, maybe, but she grew into a complex character grappling with trauma, growth, and loyalty.
So real depth there.
Absolutely. This allowed Karrueche to showcase a serious acting range, moving between comedic beats, vulnerable emotional moments, and intense dramatic scenes. This role allowed her to defy those initial public assumptions about her capabilities and really prove her dramatic chops. This deliberate pivot tells us a lot about resilience and the profound ability to redefine one's career trajectory in the most public of eyes. It's a powerful testament to her determination to carve out her own authentic space.
And then the ultimate stamp of industry approval, right? An Emmy.
Yeah.
In 2021, she won a Daytime Emmy Award for her work on the day. This isn't just about showing up or getting a few lines.
No, yeah.
It's about being formally recognized for your craft at the highest level by your peers and the industry itself. That's a huge, undeniable moment of professional validation.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, an Emmy win, especially for a series like The Bay, truly signals a profound and undeniable shift in her career narrative. It's a moment that solidifies her professional credibility and moves her definitively into the realm of respected and validated actors, like, period.
And The Bay, what's significant about that specific show?
Well, The Bay is notable because it's a digital drama, or a web series, which is crucial here. It highlights her versatility and ability to thrive and be recognized across different media platforms, not just traditional network television.
Ah, interesting. So showing adaptability.
Exactly. This is important because it shows an adaptability and maybe even foresight to embrace new, evolving avenues for content creation and distribution. It proves that high-quality, award-winning content isn't confined to linear TV anymore. It can exist and be celebrated online.
So an Emmy for a digital drama, what kind of impact does that have on an actor's career? Does it carry the same weight?
I think it increasingly does. An
Right.
award like this opens significant new doors and fundamentally alters perceptions within the industry. It signals to casting directors, producers, studios, everyone, that she is a serious actor, capable of delivering award-winning performances across various mediums.
It gives her leverage, presumably.
Huge leverage. This level of critical acclaim also significantly empowers an artist. It allows them to control their narrative more, maybe select future projects with more creative freedom, empowering them to choose roles that align with their artistic vision rather than simply taking whatever comes their way just to stay busy or visible.
Right, moving from proving yourself to choosing your path.
Exactly. It transitions her from someone who might have been trying to prove herself to someone with established merit and a proven track record of excellence. It's a definitive marker of her arrival as a respected performer.
It's clear that her accomplishments as an actress are undeniable and genuinely impressive given her starting point. But her impact extends far beyond the screen, doesn't it? Reaching into her identity and her active advocacy.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's really delve into the significance of Karrueche's identity as one of the few high-profile Vietnamese African-American actresses in mainstream media. That's a powerful statement in itself, especially in an industry that still grapples quite openly with issues of diversity and authentic representation.
What's truly fascinating here is how her personal identity directly intersects with her public and professional life. It makes her a vital figure for representation, particularly for the multiracial community.
Mm.
Historically, as we mentioned, Hollywood has often struggled with authentic representation, tending to create narrow, often stereotypical boxes for actors of color. For individuals of mixed heritage, this challenge is often compounded.
Yeah.
They might face what are known as challenges of typecasting,
You mean?
meaning they could be deemed not black enough for certain roles or not Asian enough for others, leaving them in this kind of representational limbo, stuck between categories.
So they don't quite fit the traditional molds the industry might have.
Precisely. And the sources note she's been praised for breaking stereotypes and roles in public image. This isn't just a casual observation. It subtly hints at the narrow boxes the media often places individuals in, and how Karrueche reportedly pushes against them, embodying a more fluid and authentic identity that reflects the real world.
Right.
The broader impact of seeing someone with her specific background achieving mainstream success is immense. For audiences, especially younger generations of mixed heritage who rarely see themselves accurately reflected on screen, it's incredibly empowering.
Yeah, that visibility matters so much.
It validates their experiences, broadens their understanding of beauty and identity beyond traditional norms, and perhaps most importantly, signals that their stories, too, are worthy of being told and celebrated in mainstream media. Her visibility alone serves a powerful purpose, simply by existing and thriving in that space.
That's a powerful point, that her mere presence is a form of advocacy in itself. But her impact goes beyond her existence. It extends to active, conscious advocacy, right?
Yes, and this is where her role as a public figure truly deepens and resonates, I believe. It's clear Karrueche uses her significant platform for more than just promoting her acting projects. She's a vocal and dedicated advocate for crucial social issues.
And the sources mention specific areas.
Yes, they specifically highlight her advocacy for mental health, for continued representation in media which ties back to her identity, and for body positivity.
Championing these areas is so important, especially when coming from someone with her public reach. These aren't abstract concepts, they resonate deeply with vast audiences who might be struggling themselves.
Absolutely. And it raises an important question. What does it mean for a celebrity of her stature to be an advocate in today's increasingly socially conscious world? Her advocacy for representation in media connects directly back to her own lived experience and career path. She's not just talking about it in theory, she lives it as a pioneering mixed-race actress.
She walks the walk.
Exactly. And discussing the profound importance of public figures championing mental health awareness and body positivity cannot be overstated. In a world where mental health is still often stigmatized and unrealistic body images are constantly pushed by media, a celebrity normalizing conversations around these topics can be truly transformative.
It helps break down barriers.
Definitely. It encourages open dialogue, reduces feelings of isolation, and promotes self-acceptance among her millions of followers. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, her involvement in community outreach and youth mentorship demonstrates a hands-on commitment beyond just words.
So it's not just social media posts.
Right. This isn't passive advocacy where she just lends her name. It showcases a deeper active engagement with social responsibility. Her active advocacy undoubtedly deepens her public image, enhancing her resonance with her audience. It solidifies her role as a positive role model for younger generations who are seeking authenticity and purpose in the public figures they admire. She's truly leveraging the unique power and reach of celebrity voices in driving social change.
So her impact extends from the screen to her personal identity and then to her advocacy, but it doesn't stop there, does it? Her influence is also strongly felt through her personal brand, her distinct style, and her undeniable digital presence. She's built a truly comprehensive footprint.
That's absolutely right. Her influence doesn't stop at her acting or her advocacy. She's also a recognized fashion icon. That's a whole other dimension. She's meticulously built a significant presence in this space, recognized through notable collaborations like her partnership with ColourPop Cosmetics.
Which was huge, I remember that.
Yeah. And she was even named one of Harper's Bazaar's most stylish celebrities of the year in 2025. That's major recognition.
To be recognized by Harper's Bazaar is a major statement in the fashion world. It's not just about wearing nice clothes, right?
Not at all.
It's about having a distinctive style that resonates, sets trends, and truly influences the cultural conversation around fashion.
Exactly. What's fascinating here is how her distinct personal style translates directly into tangible brand power and significant commercial appeal. The ColourPop collaboration is a perfect example. In the interconnected beauty and fashion industries, a celebrity's personal brand is incredibly potent. Karrueche's style, often described as a blend of edgy, chic, and effortlessly cool, resonates deeply with a diverse audience.
Yeah, she has a very specific look.
She does. When a figure like Karrueche, known for her authentic style and relatable image, aligns with a beauty brand, it creates a powerful dynamic synergy. It's not just a fleeting endorsement. It feels like a genuine reflection of her aesthetic and credibility.
Which makes people want to buy it.
Precisely. It directly drives consumer interest and sales. And being named most stylish by the prestige publication like Harper's Bazaar isn't just a compliment. It's a significant industry recognition of her trend-setting ability and her influence on broader public taste. This showcases her profound impact on visual culture and consumer trends, positioning her as a genuine arbiter of style.
It seems like cultivating that strong, consistent personal style is key to long-term relevance.
Oh, absolutely. It contributes immensely to long-term celebrity relevance beyond just acting role alone. It creates diverse revenue streams, keeps her in the public eye in different ways, and sustains public interest by making her a lifestyle figure, not just an entertainer. You can see how her status as a fashion icon extends across various visual platforms, red carpets, curated social media feeds, influencing countless style choices for her audience.
And of course, in today's connected world, you simply can't talk about influence without talking about social media. That's unavoidable.
Totally.
Karrueche is a powerhouse with millions of followers across platforms, a truly massive digital footprint that allows her to connect directly with her audience and manage her own narrative.
This brings up a critical point. How does a celebrity effectively manage their narrative and maintain such significant relevance across diverse digital platforms, especially when their journey spans over a decade, encompassing different phases of fame?
Yeah, that's a long time in internet years.
It really is. And we see this intriguing phenomenon mentioned in the sources. Trending TikToks highlighting her transformation from 2012 to 2025. This isn't merely about her current projects or what she's posting today. It speaks to a powerful, retrospective narrative of growth, resilience, and evolution that her audience actively curates and amplifies.
The transformation narrative is huge on TikTok. Why do you think that resonates so much with people? It seems almost universal.
I think it's because TikTok, in particular, thrives on short, impactful visual stories. And a transformation narrative showing someone's journey from early public life to their current self is incredibly compelling. It taps into universal themes of personal growth, overcoming challenges, continuous self-improvement, things everyone can relate to on some level.
Makes sense.
It allows the audience to feel deeply connected to her journey, witnessing her evolution in a very tangible, often visual way. This direct engagement fosters a sense of authenticity, allowing fans to feel a more personal connection.
Which keeps her relevant.
Exactly, which in turn fuels organic engagement and keeps her highly relevant across these platforms. The ability for public figures to control their own narrative and engage directly with fans through social media is a profound shift from the pre-social media era.
Oh, completely different world.
Yeah, back then, traditional media gatekeepers largely dictated public perception. Now there's this direct line. It's a testament to how past content, and indeed an entire career arc, can find new life and renewed appreciation on platforms like TikTok, creating this cyclical trend of relevance that keeps her perpetually in the public eye.
So if we look at why Karrueche is specifically buzzing right now in 2025, it's clear it's a powerful combination of things, isn't it? New projects and continued active engagement with important industry conversations.
Yeah, it's not just one thing.
We're seeing her in a new indie drama that premiered at a festival, and she's recently been speaking at a significant diversity panel.
What's compelling here is the continued, seemingly strategic choices she's making to evolve her career, always pushing forward, not just coasting. Starring in an indie drama that premiered at a film festival suggests a clear focus on compelling roles and artistic merit. That often generates a different, more critical buzz than maybe a mainstream blockbuster would.
Right, aiming for critical acclaim, perhaps?
Possibly. Film festivals are crucial launch pads for independent projects, allowing them to gain critical acclaim and industry attention before wider release, attracting a more discerning audience and critical eye. And her speaking at a diversity and entertainment panel in July 2025 reinforces her consistent commitment to advocacy.
So, still using her platform.
Exactly. This isn't just about showing up for a photo op. It shows that her public platform isn't just about self-promotion, but about actively contributing to meaningful industry change and dialogue.
So these choices aren't just about staying busy, they're about strategic long-term impact, building something more lasting.
Precisely. These choices demonstrate a mature career strategy that prioritizes long-term impact and critical engagement over merely chasing fleeting headlines. She's not just accepting roles. She's actively shaping conversations and pushing for progress within her industry. That's a key component of her enduring relevance and why she remains in the conversation for all the right reasons. She's building a legacy of substance, I think.
And beyond her new projects, we see these continued powerful signs of her broader cultural footprint that keep her firmly in the conversation. There's the ongoing Harper's Bazaar recognition, which we just touched on, and those truly viral TikToks highlighting her entire transformation. It's like the past and present feeding each other.
Absolutely. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it reveals a multi-layered and deeply entrenched relevance that transcends any single project or moment. The Harper's Bazaar recognition isn't a one-off accolade. It signifies a sustained influence in fashion, marking her as a consistent style setter. This isn't just a moment of trendiness. It's an enduring aspect of her public identity.
Right, it shows consistency.
And we truly can't overstate the profound power of the transformation narrative on TikTok. It's fascinating. It's not just about what she's doing right now, but how her entire comprehensive journey, from her initial public exposure to her current professional and personal growth, is being actively revisited, celebrated, and reinterpreted by a new generation of users.
So the audience is actively participating in keeping her story alive.
Yes. This organic, user-driven content truly highlights her long-term impact and her evolving connection with the public. It says something fascinating about contemporary celebrity. A figure can trend not just for a current project, but for their entire career arc, distilled and shared through new, highly accessible media formats.
It's about the full story, not just the latest chapter.
Exactly. All these diverse elements, the acting, the advocacy, the fashion, the social media presence, the new projects, the retrospective appreciation, they synergistically contribute to her sustained and significant trending status in 2025. It paints a picture of a celebrity who has masterfully navigated and leveraged the complexities of public life, transforming early scrutiny into enduring influence and a truly impactful career.
So what does this all mean for Karrueche Tran's place in the cultural landscape? Wrapping this up, we've taken this deep dive and seen her truly evolve from a highly visible public figure, initially known primarily through association.
A tough start, really.
Yeah, to an Emmy-winning actress, a powerful and authentic advocate for representation, and a significant force in fashion and social media. Her journey is really a masterclass in navigating public perception and forging a unique, authentic path.
Indeed. Her story truly highlights the multifaceted nature of modern celebrity and the profound power of an individual to redefine their own public narrative with intention and impact. Her unique position as a mixed-race talent, her journey of self-definition against initial perceptions, and her remarkable ability to maintain and deepen her relevance by constantly evolving, challenging norms, and using her platform for meaningful causes. It all contributes to her enduring cultural significance. She is really a testament to the idea that where you start doesn't have to dictate where you end up.
Perhaps Karrueche Tran's journey encourages us as listeners and as an audience to maybe consider how we truly perceive and judge public figures. Do we allow space for genuine growth, for purposeful reinvention, for finding one's authentic voice beyond initial, often superficial perceptions? It's a powerful question for our media-saturated world where first impressions often stick.
Or, maybe turning it slightly, how the entertainment industry itself is slowly but surely changing, albeit sometimes reluctantly to embrace more diverse narratives and talents like Karrueche's, who don't fit neatly into those traditional, often restrictive celebrity boxes. Her sustained success built on talent and purpose is kind of a bellwether for what audiences truly want to see on their screens and in their cultural conversations: authenticity, depth, and growth.
Absolutely. What a fascinating deep dive. Really compelling story. Okay, next time on the deep dive, we're shifting gears quite a bit to explore a very interesting cinematic phenomenon, a movie that's suddenly all over Google Trends, sparking this massive resurgence online. It's a film that perhaps didn't get its full due when it first premiered, the movie Together.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, we'll be taking a deep dive into Together to understand precisely why it's captivating audiences years later,
Yeah.
and what that renewed interest says about cinematic rediscovery in the digital age and, the evolving ways we find and engage with art. It should be a good one. You won't want to miss it.